What are perfect feet? This is a difficult question for most people to answer. It's not often that we see people's feet in day-to-day life. Most of the time, they are hidden in shoes, socks, and even in situations where feet were once visible. More of the time, people are weary and conscious of their feet and choose to hide them. The result is that many more people spend time with shoes and socks on their feet. More people are finding ways to put things on their feet to hide them in situations where previously having naked feet was okay. But why is that a problem? Men and women deserve better for their feet, better than to be uncomfortable about their feet. Having healthy feet can make a profound difference to the way you live and the way you think. Many people are uninformed about foot health and are unaware of what good foot health is and how it can be achieved. It is immensely tragic to see just how many people lack love and care for their feet, even though our feet are our second pair of hands and deserve to be treated with the same level of consciousness and attention as our hands. By taking care of your feet, you will naturally double your brain's capacity of conscious awareness. Imagine having twice the level of awareness through having 4 hands instead of 2. Examples of perfect feet. Because almost everyone wears shoes and socks, finding the perfect pair of feet is almost unheard of. Such is the difficulty that many of the best examples can only be found from online foot modeling sites and sites that specifically document feet by picture and video. Even in all the hundreds of examples, less than a handful make it to this short list of just 2. Most of these websites are intended to foster awareness and openness about feet. However, some of these foot modeling businesses sometimes cross the line from innocence into an adult environment. Care for Feet strongly points out that the only reason why these pictures have been included is to make educated observations about their feet in relation to foot health. This is one of the major challenges when trying to elevate public awareness of good foot health, that many of the healthiest feet belong to those who sometimes use their feet for inappropriate reasons, which in turn leaves many people feeling that beautiful feel is just something for a select group of people that admire feet. To challenge this, the two sides must meet in the safest and innocent way possible. Not being able to show people leaves countless people living with little knowledge of how to look after their feet and unaware of just how incredible beautiful feet can be. And can you imagine how good it must feel to have feet like the examples shown here? These are what I believe are the most perfect and healthiest feet that I've observed in my entire life. All of the toes are perfectly straight or near so, with natural spaces between the toes. Even the toenails have grown in alignment with the toes. You will often find that a majority of feet will present with nails that grow in an inward direction, with the big toe and fifth toe especially. Take particular note of the fifth toe in this example, which is near perfectly straight, something that is almost unseen. The nails on these feet are such that even the nail on the fifth toe is near flawless. You can also see the straightness of the fifth toe by observing the soles, which show perfectly aligned toes with spaces in between. Toes do not have to be perfectly rigidly straight. Healthy feet are strong and flexible and can adapt to almost any surface they find themselves on. Many people with healthy feet choose to use them to make money on the internet. Known as foot modeling, people have made tens of thousands of dollars selling feet pictures online. But that on its own is not a reason or the reason to have beautiful feet. Make sure to read to the end to find out why. This is another example of one of the healthiest feet I've observed. Notice the straightness and the natural spaces between the toes. The biggest toes are slightly turned inward in this example, but not as severely as many other examples. It is also striking that both of these examples are from naturally non-shoe-wearing cultures, or where open-toe shoes is the norm. Older studies have also long proven that the feet of those from these societies are healthier than those where shoe wearing is an expected practice. Why love your feet? Do not be fooled into thinking that beautiful feet are for foot models only, or that having beautiful feet is just to cater for people who like feet. It is easy to rebel and to think that not taking care of your feet, or even purposely abusing them, is a solution, that it will put off people you don't want around you. That is true, but the truth is, the way in which you take care of your body says a lot about your personality and way of life. As humans, we naturally examine people's fingernails and hands to see how they are. Do they take good care of themselves? Is there dirt under the fingernails? Is the skin smooth and moisturized, or dry and cracked? What does that say about them? If we observe their hands, what does that suggest about their feet? If we can see their feet, we might ask the same questions about their feet, though generally it is less normal to examine people's feet like that. Having beautiful feet will make you feel happy and more at peace with yourself, which will in turn have a positive effect on those around you. If people see that you take good care of your feet, then they know that you care about the little things in life, have good hygiene, health, and many other positive attributes. Most importantly, by loving your feet, you are loving your body and taking care of it. A healthy body means a healthy mind, which in turn makes your body even more healthy, and the cycle continues. Getting perfect feet. The hard truth? You cannot get perfect feet. Everyone has different sized feet, narrow, wide, big, small. The key to good foot health is to love and care for your feet the way that they are and not to abuse them as early as possible. Getting perfect feet is something that you have to foster from day one of childbirth. Once feet are compressed, it is almost impossible to get perfect feet again. You only get one pair, so look after them with all the love you can. The bones in the feet will grow according to their environment, and eventually it will become nearly impossible to recorrect fundamental structures such as toe alignment without surgery, intensive physiotherapy, or lifestyle changes. The best piece of advice is start as young as possible. If you have children, do everything you can to ensure their best foot health as they grow up. But don't give up. What you can do from today is start to care about your feet, to take notice and make improvements that, in time, will enhance your foot health. In the future, we will look at some of the ways in which you can begin to take good care of your feet.